Hello everyone, I am Bhakti Kothari and you're watching Indian Masterminds, where we bring you real stories of grit, purpose, and service that shape India. Today we're taking you on a truly inspiring journey from the fields of Hisar to the highest bench of justice. This is the story of Justice Suryakant, the man who's all set to become the Chief Justice of India. In the quiet village of Petwar, nestled in Haryana's Hisar district, a little boy once walked barefoot to school. A government school where his father, a Sanskrit teacher, taught hundreds of students. That boy was Suryakant. His childhood was simple: chalk, dust, open fields, and an unshakable love for books. While other children played in the village square, young Surya could often be found reading, dreaming, and asking questions that hinted at a mind far beyond his years. His father's discipline and his mother's gentle simplicity built in him a deep sense of honesty and fairness, values that would one day echo through his judgments. He was the youngest of 5 siblings, part of a close-knit family that valued learning above all else. His brother, Dr. Shivkant, went on to open a hospital, another became a teacher. Every sibling followed a path of service, and together they embodied this belief that education changes everything. After finishing his early education in Hisar, Suryakant graduated from the Government Postgraduate College in 1981. Then came a decision that would shape his destiny. He enrolled at Maharishi Dayanand University in Rohtak to study law. By 1984, with a degree in hand and determination in heart, he began practicing at the district courts in Hisar. But the early years were far from glamorous. Small chambers, late nights with piles of case files, and endless cups of chai. In 1985, he moved to the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Slowly but steadily, his calm yet razor-sharp arguments began to draw attention. Clients admired his clarity. Fellow lawyers respected his preparation. Judges noticed his balance and composure. And even after decades of experience, he kept learning. He earned his LLM from Kurukshetra University, standing first in the class. A reminder that real success never stops seeking knowledge. By the late 1990s, Suryakant had built a strong reputation in constitutional and service law. His integrity and intellect made waves in legal circles. Then came a historic moment. On 7th July 2000, at just 38 years old, he was appointed Advocate General of Haryana, the youngest ever to hold that office. And true to his values, he wasn't one to blindly defend power. He represented the state with fairness, often refusing to justify arbitrary or unjust actions. A year later, in March 2001, he was designated a senior advocate, recognition of his exceptional work and credibility. On 9th January 2004, Suryakant's journey took a defining turn. He was elevated as a judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. From the advocate's podium to the judge's chair, it was a transition filled with purpose. Over the next 14 years, he handled thousands of cases, from complex constitutional disputes to sensitive human rights issues. Those who appeared before him remember him as punctual, fair, and quietly firm. He was the kind of judge who listened, even to the youngest lawyer in the room, and made them feel their voice heard. No drama, no theatrics, just law, logic, and humanity. In October 2018, Justice Suryakant became the Chief Justice of the Himachal Pradesh High Court. In the serene hills of Himachal, he brought fresh energy to the judiciary. He encouraged young judges, introduced digital reforms, and made legal aid more accessible to the poor. He often said, "Justice must reach the last person standing in line." And he worked tirelessly to make that happen. Then in May 2019 came the call every jurist dreams of. Justice Suryakant was elevated to the Supreme Court of India. From a village school in Petwar to the country's highest judicial reform, at the Supreme Court, his judgments reflected both compassion and conviction. He played a key role in cases related to the public trust doctrine, environmental protection, service law, and legislative accountability. His opinions were clear, concise, and deeply human, showing that law isn't just about rules, but about lives it touches. Justice Kant's contributions go beyond the courtroom. Through his work with the National Legal Services Authority, NALSA, and the Indian Law Institute, he has championed free legal aid, promoted legal awareness, and pushed for technology integration in justice delivery. He's inaugurated legal clinics, encouraged law students to serve society, and and inspire the next generation to see law not as a career but as a calling. And despite the stature he now holds, he often says he's still a student of the law. Today, as Justice Surya Kant prepares to take charge as the Chief Justice of India, his story comes full circle. From a teacher's son in Petwa to the guardian of the India's constitution, what a journey it has been. It's not just the story of a man's success, it's the story of what India makes possible, where simplicity, integrity, and education can lift anyone to the nation's highest seat of justice. As the boy from Hisar stands ready to lead the Supreme Court, he carries with him not just his knowledge of law, but the values that shaped him: fairness, humility, and a belief that justice begins with listening. And that's the extraordinary journey of Justice Surya Kant, a name that will soon define a new chapter in India's judiciary. I am Bhakti Kothari, and you've been watching Indian Masterminds. If you found this story inspiring, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, because every week we bring you stories of real people who are quietly shaping the soul of India. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you soon.